Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to today's EVS 1 class. So already we have completed the first two topics, and today we are going to complete the remaining two topics, that is block printing and taking care of clothes. Now coloring part of the clothes we have already discussed in the last class, that is how the process of dyeing is used, how natural dyes are formed, how artificial dyes are formed. Already we have discussed those things. So today we'll discuss about block printing, and then we'll finally end up by discussing the different ways of taking care of clothes. So what are the different learning outcomes of today's class? So today's learning outcomes are, at the end of today's class we will be able to describe the method of block printing and also different ways of taking care of our clothes. So first of all, let us discuss about block printing. So what is block printing? A block of wood with a specific design is used for this. Now it can be anything, any object. Instead of wood it can be a plastic as well. So how it is done? Firstly, we take a block of wood. Now suppose this is a block of wood, and in that we can imprint a design. Nice. Let's say I made a star here. Okay, so this block is then dipped in a color solution, and then it is allowed to absorb the color. Then this particular color, if it is pressed on the clothes, that particular design will appear on the clothes. So this is how the block printing is done. That is, the block is dipped in dye and pressed on the cloth to be printed. The same process is repeated several times to get a beautiful pattern. So if you keep on repeating or pressing this design on the clothes, you will get a pattern. As you can see here, this is a block of wood and there is a design, and that is pressed on the clothes, and then that design is imprinted on the clothes. And see, there are several similar designs, so they form a particular pattern. So a pattern or design can be formed easily with the help of this block printing. So we can also do block printing using potatoes or any other vegetables. So let's see how we can do block printing using a potato in the next slide. Okay, so block printing using a potato. Take a potato, cut it into two pieces, carve any design you like on the piece. So whatever design you want to make, you can make on the bottom part of this potato, which will be dyed with different color, and then you can use a paper, and then you can make different designs, as you can see. So this will be fun for you all students. So this is how you can imprint certain designs on the paper using potato or any other vegetables. So take a small piece of old cloth, handkerchief or a paper, press the block on it, and you can repeat it to get a design of your choice. So you can get a specific pattern of your choice by using this potato. So this is another example of block printing which you can do at home just to have fun with the designs and patterns. So now let us see a few of the methods to take care of our clothes. So taking care of our clothes. Cotton and synthetic clothes should be washed well with detergent to remove dirt and stain. So we should wash or clean our clothes regularly to keep them hygienic, because if we do not wash our clothes, then there will be growth of certain microbes, and then those microbes will cause infections in our body. Therefore we should keep the microbes away from the clothes. And how can we do that? We can do that by cleaning them or washing them regularly with detergents. Then dark color clothes should not be dried for a long time in direct sunlight. So dark color clothes should not be kept in direct sunlight for longer time. If you keep it for longer time, what will happen? The color will fade away, or the color will start appearing dull. So we should not keep them for a long period of time in direct sunlight. Then clothes should be ironed regularly to keep them wrinkle free. Yes, so to keep the clothes or to keep it wrinkle free, we should iron the clothes regularly. Then we should store silk and woolen clothes with mothballs or dried neem leaves to keep away the insects. So mothballs, or even we can say naphthalene balls, they are used to keep the insects away because they may harm your clothes. So to keep them away, you can use mothballs or naphthalene balls, or also at times you can use neem leaves, which has antibacterial effect. So neem leaves are generally used because they have antibacterial effects. So it's better to use neem leaves as well to keep away the insects. So these are some of the ways in which you can take care of our clothes. So now let us see what are the questions for the day. Okay, so first question is name an oldest method of fabric printing, and the second question is why are neem leaves used to store woolen clothes. So I hope you will be able to answer these questions. So with this we come to the end of this chapter. By evening I will share the workbook questions and answers. So that's all for today's class, my dear students. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.